If you want to brush up on your French, or maybe even your English, a new language exchange social event has made its way into Stamford. Greenwich resident Kymberley Baker stumbled on the event this past year while studying in Paris.
I didn't really know any people in Paris because it was my first year when I got there, and so I just really didn't know anyone. And so I remember I even was just like so bored and lonely in Paris that I even like in my apartment Googled like, how do you make any friends in Paris? Like, where is a good place to meet people?
That's when Baker came across a language exchange group.
It was like, you know, have a conversation in English and have a conversation in French. And so I went to it like not thinking I was gonna have a good time, but I was so lonely. And then it was just like so fun. And I just had such a good time that I kept going back.
Baker tried to find a similar event in the States when she returned home, but after coming up empty-handed, she decided to start one herself, bringing a little bit of Paris to Stamford.
Stamford just has more of like a community. I know that there's a lot of French people that live in Stamford, that live in Greenwich. It's just, you know, like a lot of cities or towns really kind of center around Stamford, and it's kind of like the hub of all the other places.
Baker describes the social event as speed dating with a twist, where participants pair off to have 12-minute conversations, 6 minutes in English and 6 minutes in French. The first event took place this week at Bar Rosso.
It's just a fun way for people to meet people, especially for people to practice their conversational skills. Just like, let's say, you know, someone who does live in Greenwich and speaks French at a pretty intermediate, advanced level. It's like, where are you going to have a conversation with someone? You're going to lose those skills without a face-to-face conversation that you're having on a somewhat regular basis.
If all goes well, Baker hopes to host the event weekly. She says she eventually wants to expand to other cities and towns and incorporate more languages.
Once you know a language, you'll know it forever, and that kind of thing is really important, and this is a really good way for people to practice that and to just have an environment where they can do that.
For more information, visit the website shown here. Reporting in Stamford, Samantha Mckelvie for It's Relevant News.